Welcome to Board Game. Today I'm Brett. We've got a new unboxing. This one is a brick of WizKids Heroclix X-Men Xavier School, the latest set for the Heroclix game. Of course, this one has an X-Men base, like not too shocking, that's the theme of it, but it has a whole bunch of sub-themes, including Headmasters, the Age of Apocalypse, Xavier School, and X Factor. Now, we've already opened up and showed off the starter set, the Fast Forces pack that comes with it. As you can see here, this is the Jean Grey that comes with that set. And we've also showed off the Dice and Token set. So we're going to go and open up pack by pack and discuss what we get with each. So first one up, we've got little Jean Grey action. Obviously, this is Marvel gear, a Marvel girl. It's same kind of sculpt as that Jean Grey figure. Number 2 in this set, a common figure. So her abilities are, if this character makes the first attack during a turn, and his friendly characters with the X-Men keyword modify range of +1 this turn. She's got telekinesis. When Marvel Girl uses it as an object attack, either modify attack +1 or increase damage dealt by +1. Sidestep, penetrating psychic blast, super senses, energy shield, deflection, and support. Hopefully you can see the card beneath her, or back behind her, to check out the actual stats herself and the clicks of what you get for all that. So that's number 2 in this set. I feel like it's a cool start off with things. Alright, in this pack we next have a generic, that would just be X-Student. X-Student to me kind of reminds me of a generic morph. So that one is a whole 25 or 15 points. He's got X-Student, so when this character or adjacent friendly character attack roll includes exactly 1/5, you modify one target's defense is -1. School for gifted youngsters during forced construction, if using the 15-point value, may not include more than 4 of the X-Student at the cast. At that cost, and when placing characters, an opponent chooses a distinct starting line for each one you include at that cost. Also has sidestep, force blast, mind control, plasticity, telekinesis, poison, super senses, and support for a cost of 6. It's a whole lot of abilities for the character. That's why you get a whole bunch of choices as to what you want to do. As far as that, get stats behind it. There we go. So that's the next one up. You can see a lot of choices there, which is kind of cool. You can get some choices as to what you want to do at 25 or 15. You basically have a couple different students that you like. It's actually really neat. Actually, I dig that. I think that's cool. That's a very, very cool option for this set. Alright, next we got Skids. Skids also comes in the starter pack. Skids is brand new to Heroclix. She's a member of Morlocks, Mutant Liberation Front, New Mutants, and X Factor. The previous two were, so the X-Student was just X-Men, and Marvel Girl was all new X-Men and X-Men. So Skids has try and you skid right off. So barrier defend at the beginning of your turn. Skids may knock back an adjacent opposing character 1 square. Also has sidestep, force blast, super senses, close combat expert for a cost of 40 points. And we can see the stats beneath. Behind her. So, pretty good on the defense. Not so great on the offense, so. Alright, up next, we got Cipher. Never Cipher fan. I don't know why. It's just the character never quite clicked for me. He is a whole 70 points, or 35 points. Is an uncommon figure. So Cipher, member of Excalibur, Hellions, New Mutants, and Robot. So if Cipher's 35 points, he is KO'd when his clicks pass the red KO line. At the beginning of your turn, if this character is adjacent to a friendly character with the New Mutants keyword, you may heal this character 1 click. If you do so, friendly characters cannot make attacks this turn. It's got Stop Invincible. Cipher can't be healed above this click for the rest of the game. And then adjacent friendly characters and friendly characters within 3 squares with the New Mutants keyword have Protected Outwit. Also has Sidestep, Plasticity, Poison, Energy Shield, Deflection, Invincible, Shape Change, Close Combat Expert. It's a whole lot for a character that a lot of people consider pretty lame. So there we go. I find the zeros fascinating on the character, so that's actually really, really interesting, and will make gameplay kind of fascinating for it. Alright, This is one of my favorite characters. I loved Gateway. Gateway was back when I was reading, really getting into X-Men. Focus. See if we can get this to focus on her. There we go. All right. There we go for Gateway. All right, Gateway. Figure I love. 50 points. Number 54 in the set. So Gateway may carry characters with the Flight or Battle Fury if they share a keyword with him. When Gateway carries... Is that the Flight? That one? Yeah. Yeah. We'll say it. All right. So it's got Wormhole Go. So... when Gateway carries 2 or more characters after resolutions, end your action phase, begin the end of turn phase. It got phasing, teleport, super senses, probability control, member of Generation X, Reavers, X-Force, and X-Men. It basically is one to move your characters around. I love Gateway. Gateway is a character that's a favorite of mine. Also really, really cool. Clearly there's no defense or no offense at all. This character is just to shuffle people around, which is pretty neat. Yeah, you can see the keywords with that one. Yeah. So let's go to the next. That's the first pack. Let's go with the second one. See what we get in here. Alright. Looks pretty cool. Venus de Milo. I don't know if I know... oh yeah, it's probably like an Ecstatics character. I don't really know that one. Never read Ecstatics. Ecstatics is a series I generally skipped out on. Yep, Ecstatics. Alright, so Venus de Milo, Ecstatic Celebrity. When Venus de Milo hits 1 or more opposing characters after resolutions, give her a headline token. This includes when opposing character is hit with telekinesis. Telekinesis free, remove any number of headline tokens to use telekinesis that many times at no cost. This may be in addition to normal use of telekinesis. Running shot, penetrating psychic blast, energy explosion, energy shield deflection, toughness, regeneration, support, perplex is number 60 with a point value of 85. You can go check that out. It's actually a really cool figure so far. Gateway and this are my 2 favorite figures. I'm all out of this beforehand, which I probably should have done before. Alright, next we've got a character from Generation X. An uncommon. Penance. So Penance is a cost of 75, and she's got X power, so member of Generation X, loners and monsters. Got power, move up to 5 squares, they make a close attack. Close attack. Got blades, claws, fangs. Penance may use it during close attacks instead of close actions. This includes Generation X trait, leap, climb, invulnerability, toughness, and battle fury. All for 75 points. So that's a whole bunch of stats. This is a up close monster. This is all about a close combat battle. All right, next we got Mystique. All right, Mystique goes for 60 points. Member of Brotherhood of Mutants, X-Men, and Spy. So as well as carries an adjacent friendly character's attack roll. Includes exactly 1/5, modified target's defense by -1. It's got shape change, so if Mystique is adjacent to an opposing character, she can't be attacked by non-adjacent characters. She's got change, stealth, blaze claws, fangs, super senses, and combat reflexes. We got some stats there. Next we will do Anal. I love Anal. Anal is a great addition. Keywords is New Mutants, X-Men, and Animal. Kind of surprised. Let's get this one to focus. There we go. We see some stats here. And now we'll flop out the character and get it to focus. Alright, there we go. So this, when this character is a adjacent-friendly character, attack roll includes exactly 1/5, modify one target's defense at -1, regeneration when Onol uses and heals 2 or more clicks, give him a transformation token, modify this combat values +1 for each transformation token. It's got leap, climb, stealth, and toughness, all for 30 points. Pretty cool character. And next we've got Celeste, one of the Stepford Cuckoos. Got member keywords is Phoenix Force and X-Men. So X-Student, when this character's on an adjacent friendly character, attack roll includes exactly 1/5, modify one target's defense -1. Got Perplex, but only if a friendly character named Mindy Cuckoo or Phoebe Cuckoo is within 3 squares and only to target herself. She's got Stop, Impervious, Celeste Cuckoo can't be healed. Got Mind Control, Sidestep, Charge, Precision Strike, Super Senses, Willpower, and Battle Fury. It's 10A for a whole 50 points. So you can see that. Alright, next brick. Alright, that one is a dupe. Alright, we got another Marvel Girl in this one. So 3 in, we're already looking at 1 dupe. Which isn't bad. Dupes happen. It is part of collecting. Alright. Starting off, I've seen Marvel Girl. Let's go with Skids. Or Rusty, I mean. So Rusty was also in the starter set. This Rusty comes for 40 points. He's got Penetrating Psychic Blast. When Rusty hits an opposing character, give that character a fire token if that doesn't already have one. Characters with a fire token have, at the beginning of your turn, deal this character 1 penetrating damage. When this character moves through water, terrain, or clears action tokens, remove the fire token. You got Running Shot, Sidestep, Energy Explosion, Barrier, and Toughness. It's all for 40 points. Pretty interesting character. Old school character. This is the first set that Rusty or Skids has appeared in. Alright, another character from the starter set. I love this one. Iceman. Alright, Iceman. This one is 50 points. Seems like he's clearer than the starter set one. So if this character makes the first attack during, he's got all new X-Men and X-Men, and then, I should have said, Rusty is Mutant Liberation Front, New Mutants, and X-Factor. So he's got X-Men First Class. If this character makes the first attack during a turn and hits friendly characters with the X-Men keyword, modify defense +1 until your next turn. It's got Incapacitate. When Iceman uses it, either modify attack +1, or after resolutions, the attack or the hit target gains immobile until your next turn. It can't be moved or placed. It's got Running Shot, Sidestep, Toughness, Barrier, and Enhancement. Let's see stats. Alright. Up next, we've got Sprite. This is a cool one. That's actually a really cool one. This is nice. Nice random character. It's got X-Men. This is Kitty Pryde. There's their Sprite uniform. X-Men. Number 39 for 50 points. When Sprite is KO'd by attack, after resolutions, the attacker is dealt 2 penetrating damage and given an action token. The X-Student, when you roll exactly 1/5, modify one target's defense -1. When Sprite moves through 1 or more opposing characters after resolutions, and once per turn you may roll a d6, 5 or 6. Give one of these characters an action token. It's got Charge, Sidestep, Super Senses, Exploit Weakness, and Shape Change. For 50 points. Alright. And wrapping things up is Leech. So Leech costs 30 points. member of Generation X, Morlocks, Weapon X, and X Factor. Whenever an opposing character would use an effect that allows it to choose standard powers to use, you may first choose a standard power. This turn, that character can't use the standard power that you choose. It also has Outwit each time Leech uses it. If this target was within 4 squares after resolutions, he can use Outwit again, targeting a character not already targeted by his Outwit this turn. He can keep using it as long as he has targets. It's got Stealth. And there we go. So this is a character you're going to be using Outwit a lot. Pretty clear what Leech's role is. Stop powers, use Outwit. Alright, so that wraps up this brick. On to the next one. Alright, we got another duplicate. This one is X-Student. Since we've seen that one, we don't need to do that one again. Alright. Got another OG member of the X-Men. This one is Beast. Also comes in the starter set, so Beast is a member of Defenders, X Factor, and Scientists. One is got X Factor when this character hits with an attack, modified damage +1 for each 5 in the attack roll. He's got Leap Climb. When Beast uses it and moves 4 squares or less after resolutions, he can make a close attack. He's got Charge, Precision Strike, Super Senses, Combat Reflexes, Outwit, Close Combat Expert, all for 60 points. There we go. X-Student we've already seen. Oh yeah, this is a character I don't really know very well. I think she's going to be part of X-Men Red coming up, the new series. Alright. Oh, no. I know Edie. Okay, I know Edie. All new X-Men, and X-Men is her keyword. So X-Student, so she's got the characters, adjacent friendly characters attack roll. Include exactly 1/5, modify target's defense by -1. Got Heat Transfer. When Oya hits 2 characters with a range attack after resolutions, deal 1 penetrating damage to one, and give the other an action token. It's got Sidestep, Barrier, and Energy Shield Deflection. It's a really cool figure for a whole 60 points. What happened to Edie? We haven't seen Edie for a while. Alright. Next, Magic. Little Ilyana Rasputin. She goes for 75 points. New Mutants. Her keywords are Exiles, New Mutants, Mystical. At the beginning of your turn, if this character is adjacent to a friendly character with the New Mutants keyword, you can help heal this character 1 click. If you do, friendly characters can't make attacks this turn. When Magic would be KO'd, roll a d6 and add the number of corrupted tokens. If the result is 8 or more, you may instead replace her with number 58 Magic on click 5. So Phasing, Teleport, 3. When she carries, give her a corrupted token. She's got Blades, Claws, Fangs. When Magic uses it and damages an opposing character, give her a corrupted token. She also has, for that Soul Sword, and she also has Blades, Claws, Fangs, Invulnerability, Energy Shield Deflection, and Probability Control. For 75 points. It's a pretty important character. Alright, this one is a pretty big one. I need to take it out of its bag. It's another Iceman, survivor of the Age of Apocalypse. Age of Apocalypse Iceman. That figure is awesome. Give me a full idea of what we're dealing with here. Alright, so we're just going to see the bottom of it, unfortunately. I don't think we can get... Oh, no, there we go. A little bit more of it. You get a better idea there. He's number 64. He's either 175 points or 60 points. So Survivor of the Age of Apocalypse, Iceman is damaged by an opposing character. Give that character a Revenge token. When Iceman attacks a character with 1 or more tokens named Revenge, modify attack and damage by +1. When Iceman is KO'd, you may choose an opposing character with the token named Revenge and remove all those tokens and roll that many d6s. For each roll of 5 to 6, deal that character 1 penetrating damage. Ice Clone. At the end of your turn, before clearing, if the number of Ice Clone bystanders on the map is less than the number of Iceman's action tokens, generate one. So remove an adjacent Ice Clone bystander from this game. This turn, Iceman has I guess gigantic, the size thing, and modifies attack and damage by +1. It's also got Barrier, Energy Shield, Deflection, and Invulnerability. Go check some of the card. He also has Running Shot, Sidestep, Phasing Teleport, Pulse Wave, Penetrating Psychic Blast, Impervious, Toughness, Regeneration, and Enhancement. This is the Ice Clones. There we go. And actual stats for the character. And that's everything from this pack. So let's go to the next. We're halfway through. About to be halfway through. Let's see here. That's a new one. So far, I think everything is new out of this pack. So we've got one Age of Apocalypse figure, a couple and one Ecstatics, some of the OG X-Men. Nice mix of a lot of different characters. This set really feels like it's pulling through characters throughout the X-Men history, which is kind of cool. I dig that. As far as Iceman, he's a member of Age of Apocalypse, and X-Men are his keywords. I don't think I said those. Alright, next we got Husk. Husk, Generation X character. Alright, Husk. As I said, member of Generation X, X-Men, number 9 in the set. Power, move up to 5 squares, then make a close attack as Generation X. Case of emergency, shed skin, free, choose a standard defense power. A Husk can use the chosen power until your next turn. It's got sidestep, plasticity, stealth, and shape change, all for 40 points. Alright. Got Sync up next. Member of Generation X. This is really a set, if you are into Generation X or fan of the series, you probably should get this one. Member of Generation X, he's got Generate, and he's a whole 45 points. Power, move up to 5 squares, then make a close attack. You could choose, for Power, Mimicry, and Amplification, choose a friendly character with a range. Choose a standard power that character can use. Sync can use the chosen power until your next turn. If the chosen character has the Generation X keyword, he can use Perplex in addition to the chosen power. It also has Willpower. There's stats. There we go. And speaking of Generation X, we've got Skin. Member of Generation X, he's got Power, move up to 5 squares, then make a close attack. That's Generation X power. Plasticity, Giant Reach, 2 opposing characters within 2 squares, and the line of fire. Treat Skin as adjacent for movement. He's got Plasticity, Incapacitate, Toughness, Barrier, Shape Change, Close Combat Expert for all of 50 points. Go. Alright. Got Surge, remember New Mutants, and X-Men. Alright. Is a whole 40 points. X-Student with characters or adjacent friendly characters. Attack roll includes exactly 1/5. Modify target's defense by -1. Channel the energy, release the energy at the beginning of your turn. Choose 1 hypersonic speed, or she has a range of 6. And when she hits after resolutions, give all targets an action token. Surge can use the chosen effect this turn. Got Change, Willpower, and Combat Reflexes. We got the stats for 40 points. And then wrapping up, this is Prodigy. Prodigy seems rather tall for some reason. His New Mutants at X-Men, so he's got the X-Student with 5, modified defense by -1. His Knowledge Sponge, once per turn, when an opposing character uses an effect that allows it to choose standard powers to use, you may choose a friendly character. Prodigy and the chosen character can use those standard powers until the end of your next turn. He's got Sidestep, Stealth, Willpower, Combat Reflexes, Outwit, Support for 30 points. Let's see it there. And that is this pack. Alright, we are halfway done. Moving on to the next one. Thankfully, these will probably speed up as we get a bunch of duplicates. One, it's a question. Huh. Alright. This one has Rusty again, so that's a duplicate. We don't need to do him. Alright, start up with Iceman. This is a different Iceman than one we've already seen. The other one we saw was an uncommon. This one's the common. Alright, so he is 60 points. Coloring is a little bit different than the other one, which is kind of cool. So Champions, Defenders, X-Factor. X-Factor, when this character hits with an attack, modified damage +1 for each of 5 in the attack roll. He's got Incapacitate with 3 bolts, Running Shot, Sidestep, Pulse Wave, Energy Shield, Deflection, Barrier, and Shape Change. These are the stats. Next we've got is Hellion. Never liked Hellion. Alright, Hellion is 40 points. Member of Hellion, the Hellions and X-Men. Hellion is when this character attack roll is 10 or more, damage dealt by that attack is penetrating. He's got the X student, so you roll exactly a 1/5. You modify target's defense by -1. He's got Telekinesis. When Hellion uses it, you may deal him 1 unavoidable damage. If you do after resolution, so you can use Telekinesis at no cost. It's got Sidestep, Telekinesis, Willpower, Leadership. And the stats. Rusty we've already seen. Up next, another Jean Grey. This one's the uncommon. Obviously a little bit different painting. This where the color scheme. This one costs 60 points. Member of X-Factor only. So this character is with an attack modified +1 for each 5 in the attack roll, which is the exact X-Factor. It's got Sidestep, Telekinesis, Pulse Wave, Super Senses, Energy Shield, Deflection, Leadership, and Perplex. Showing those stats. And finally, this is a character I've grown to love. It's Brew. He is a member of Brood and X-Men. Cost of 50 or 25 points. So X-Student, so friendly character attack roll includes exactly 1/5. You modify target's defense by -1. He usually doesn't bite. Usually, if Brew is 25 points and he is KO'd when his dial clicks past the red KO. 35% chance of murder and consume at least 4 classmates. He got Stop, Battle Fury, Exploit Weakness, Leap, Climb, Charge, Blades, Claws, Fangs, Toughness, Combat Reflexes, and Outwit. So we can see stats here. He's a cute little guy. Gets a little meaner the more clicks you do. And it's a great figure. Love it. Alright, we got 4 more to go. Let's see here. Cipher we already got. Sync we already got. Husk we already got. So we got 2 new ones. Alright, so this one's got a lot of duplicates. So Moira McTaggart, new figure. So Moira, 7A, so there obviously is there 7B somewhere. She's a member of X-Men and Scientist. She's got Leadership, since she's a Headmaster, which includes Perplex, but only to target another friendly character with the X-Men keyword. During Force Construction, you may include 1 student ID card on your Force without adding its cost. Also has Sidestep, Willpower, and Outwit. Stats. Not the strongest character, or too many clicks deep. This is all about supporting your other cards, or characters. Alright, we've already seen Husk. We've already seen Sync. We've already seen Cipher. We've got Cyclops. is a pretty badass Cyclops. Blast going up. Alright, so this Cyclops, exactly opposite of what we want to do. Alright, this one is number 52. It's either 150 points or 50 points. So he's got Headmaster of X-Men. His keyword is X-Men. He's got Leadership, Perplex, but only target another friendly character with the X-Men keyword. During force construction, you may include one student ID on your force without adding its cost. It's got students away from my students, or stay away from my students. It's free, make a range attack, but only to target an opposing character that damaged another friendly character with the X-Men keyword with an attack since your last turn. It's got Rebuild the Institute. It's got Sidestep. If Cyclops is closer to an opponent's starting area than his own, he can use Penetrating Psychic Blast, otherwise he can use Energy Shield Deflection. Also has Running Shot, Precision Strike, Energy Explosion, Willpower, Mastermind, and a whole bunch of other abilities. Let's look at his stats. It's a pretty beast of a character. Pretty cool. I can give you more idea about him. Alright, so this one went pretty quick because we've seen every other character. 3 left. Oh, we got a broken figure. That stinks. Alright, so we've got 3 new figures. One broken, unfortunately. Beast we've already got. Iceman we've already seen. We haven't seen these 3. So let's take out the new 3 ones. That's a shame. Alright, let's go with the first new one. We got Trainee. Trainee is 25 or 15. Member of X-Men. When this character or Jason has got the X thing, so 5, and you modify target's defense by 1. So during force construction, if you use the 15-point value, meaning not include more than 4 X-Trainees at cost, and when placing characters, an opponent chooses a distinct starting line for each one, including at that cost. So combat, it's got Rage Combat Expert with the range value of 6. Got Sidestep, Charge, Hypersonic Speed, Super Strength, and Close Combat Expert. A whole bunch of options for the character. All right, next we've got Kitty Pryde. Really kind of cool. See all these knives going through her. Like phasing through stuff. It's neat. It's a really neat effect. Member of all new X-Men and X-Men. This is number 32, cost of 50. She's the Headmaster, Leadership, Perplex, but only target another friendly character with all new X-Men or X-Men keyword. During force construction, you may include one student ID card on your force without adding cost. She's got Phasing, Teleport, Stealth. Friendly characters can move through walls adjacent to Kitty Pryde. She's got Phasing, Teleport, Precision Strike, Super Senses, Willpower, and Exploit Weakness. It's going to be one that you're going to want to be using walls and barriers to your advantage. Stats here. It's for 50 points. And this is the one that's busted. I'm kind of bummed on this. So it's Storm. Would have been a cool figure. We'll do it this way. There we go. We'll do that. Not ideal, but it is what it is. Alright, so Storm, 50 points. Member of Wakanda and X-Men. She's the Headmaster, Leadership, Perplex, but only to target another friendly character. X-Men keyword, has got the student ID for nothing. So come on, children, 3, so but only to carry characters with the X-Men keyword, so she carry characters. Got Sidestep, Telekinesis, Energy Explosion, Willpower, Energy Shield Deflection, Range Combat Expert. And check out the stats. Alright. We'll have to go do a little emergency work, try to fix her, and get her on her base. A little bummed that she busted, but it happens. Alright. That's you. 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 And you. Alright. We got one that's all new characters, so this is cool. This is our second last. Not much to go. Alright. First, we've got a student ID card. Let's see if we can focus in on that. Student ID card. We've got Artie. Student ID, so Artie, so setup, so cost is 3. When you reveal forces, choose a character on your sideline whose name matches the name on this ID card, and turn it to a starting line. That character is called an ID character. You can have more ID characters on your sideline than characters on your starting force. It's unique. Call and help. Friendly characters have power. If no friendly characters have been given this same action this turn, and this character is equal or more points than the ID character, place the ID character adjacent, then remove this ID card from the game, and your opponent scores it. The ID character returns to your sideline at the beginning of your next turn immediately. If no square it occupies is within 5 squares of this character, or is removed from the map by another effect. ID characters can't be carried, be equipped, be given double power actions, replace, or be replaced. ID characters can be KO'd. Yeah, that's a whole lot. Next we've got Cyclops, original X-Men, and a little bit taller of a character. This is number 1 in the set. First number is 50 points. Member of all new X-Men and X-Men. He's got X-Men first class. If the character makes his first attack during a turn, his friendly characters with the X-Men keyword modify the damage by +1. Optic Blast, which is penetrating psychic blast when Cyclops uses it. Modify either attack +1 or damage +1. He's got Running Shot, Force Blast, Energy Shield, Deflection, Willpower, Leadership. And the actual stats themselves is for 50 points. Next we've got Artie. The Artie card. Makes sense that we've got the Artie character. So Artie is 25 points. He's a member of Generation X, Warlocks, New Mutants, X Factor. He's got Mind Control, Stealth, Sidestep, and Shape Change. There we go. Next we've got Karma. Karma is 40 points. Member of New Mutants and Mystical. At the beginning of your turn, if this character is adjacent to a friendly character with the New Mutants keyword, you may hail this character one click. If you do, friendly characters can't make attacks this turn. It's got Mind Control, Combat Reflexes, and Shape Change. Abilities. Oops. That's the wrong card. Or figure. That's the right figure. There we go. That's the right figure. And the one that we just had, that's Jubilee. Jubilee, member of Generation X and X-Men. Cost of 50 points. It's got power, move up to 5 squares, and make a close attack with Generation X. Sunglasses aren't just fashion, dude. Energy Explosion, when Jubilee uses it and hits, modify all the hit characters and defense -1 until your next turn. Running Shot, Stealth, Energy Shield, Deflection, and Perplex. This is for 50 points. And what's the X-Men without Professor X? He is 75 or 50 points. Keyword is X-Men. It's got Headmaster, so leadership, perplex, but only to target another friendly character with the X-Men keyword. During force construction, you may include one student ID at no cost on your force without any cost. So I will not harm another if I can help. Mind Control. When Professor X uses it as a range attack or action, he targets all opposing characters within range, regardless of line of sight or line of fire. and hit targets that can't make attacks during his action. So mind control, incapacitate, defend, and outwit with those stats. So not much fun for attacker. It's all about using his powers to do stuff. Alright, final one. New. All right, we're ending this on three new figures. All right, Marvel Girl, we've already seen. First up, we've got Mercury. Mercury is 35 points, a member of Hellions and X-Men. So Hellions, when this character's attack roll is 10 or more, damage dealt by that attack is penetrating as X-student. So you roll exactly 1/5, modify target's defense -1, plasticity, precision strike, blades, claws, fangs, super senses, shape change, and exploit weakness. Like the stats. Alright. Next, we got another member of Generation X. This is Mondo. Mondo is a member of Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, Generation X, and Brute. So Generation X, he's got the 5 squares that make close attack and up from the earth free. If Mondo occupies printed hindering terrain, you may place him into a square of printed hindering terrain within 5 squares. It's got toughness, invulnerability, but only if Mondo occupies hindering terrain, impervious, but only if he's adjacent to a piece of blocking terrain. It's got phasing, teleport, super strength, quake, toughness, regeneration, close combat expert for 70 points. Really cool take on a character and making his abilities work in the game. And we are on our last one. Darwin. Member of X Factor and X-Men. I think Darwin got killed, if I remember right. Or no, he became like a god or something like that. It was something really silly. Focus. Alright. And the last one, it doesn't want to cooperate. Alright, so while it's focusing, or attempting to focus, Darwin's a member of X Factor and X-Men. With this character, adjacent friendly characters, tax roll includes exactly 1/5. You modify targets by defense by -1. Instant adaptation: when Darwin is targeted with an attack, choose a standard defense power. Darwin can use the chosen power for this attack. I can adapt so much faster than you when another character uses an effect that allows it to choose one or more standard powers to use. After resolution, deal that character 1 avoidable damage. And you've got adapt to survive, stop with regeneration, 35 points. That's his abilities. And we have another student ID. This one is Skids. So Skids is 3 points. So when you reveal forces, choose a character on your sideline whose name matches the name on this ID card and turn it to a starting line. The character is called an ID character. You can have more ID characters on your sideline than characters on your starting force. Unique. So call and help. Friendly characters have power. If no friendly characters have been given this same action this turn, and this character is equal or more points than the ID character, place the ID character adjacent, then remove this ID card from the game, and your opponent scores it. The ID character returns to your sideline at the beginning of your next turn. Immediately, if no squares it occupies is within 5 squares, this character is removed from the map by another effect. ID characters can't be carried, be equipped, be given double power. Actions replace or replaced ID character can be KO'd. Interesting. Alright, so that wraps up everything. We've checked out a full set, the full brick that WizKids provided us. We're going to go and take photos of everything and get it up on the sites. We're going to do it by... we are going to do it by rarity of the characters. So I want to thank you for watching, sitting through this rather long video. If you want more news and board game reviews, stuff like that, you can hit us up at boardgametoday.com. You can always follow us here on YouTube, catch us on Instagram, Twitter, etc. So as always, thanks for watching. Until next time, keep rolling those dice and get your game on. Hey, thanks for watching this video. Now, what you can do that would be really helpful is subscribe or visit our website. We've got links right here that makes this super easy. By subscribing, you'll make sure to get further videos down the road. And of course, visiting the website, you get all the greatest news. But just watching, we really, really appreciate it. Until next time, keep rolling those dice and keep it geeky.